Guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. The job interview I just had, I didn't apply for it. See, my older sister, she wants me to find a job so badly that she actually helped me apply for a couple of jobs online. And in this particular case, she didn't tell me about it, so I didn't know I had a job interview coming up. Or, I didn't know I was applied to this. Obviously, I knew I had a job interview coming up because I had the phone interview, and then we scheduled an actual in-person interview, but I didn't expect that phone interview. It kind of just happened abruptly, and then out of nowhere, I suddenly just got scheduled for an in-person interview. Aw, man. You know what? No. I defeated you. I should at least pick up your drops. So yeah, I didn't apply for this job myself. My sister wants me to get a job so badly. She, on her own, helped me apply for a couple of jobs online. And basically, you know, what I studied for in college, what I'm qualified for, she basically applied for any and all that would be even remotely related. Where did you come from? So, I didn't know anything about this job interview going forward, or going in. I keep saying interview. I didn't know anything about this job position going in. I didn't know where it was at first. I didn't know what I applied for, because I didn't apply for it myself. So, I had the job interview. Oh, again? You know what? No, I'm gonna try this. It's a shame that this bokoblin uses a bow and arrow, because it won't move closer to me and getting away from the ledge. Damn, I just lost all that meat I picked up from those wolves. So, even my sister didn't know what she applied for. Applied for me for. Like I said, she basically just applied me for any and all roles that could even remotely apply to what I studied in school. And so for this particular job, I was very unqualified because it was not what I studied. So what I studied in school was more dispensing, more, sales, I guess? Obviously, we learned things like mathematics, calculations, fabrication, but reality, that stuff doesn't apply to me. I don't need to do a majority of that stuff for my job. Unless, you know, whatever job I apply to actually has that necessary. In which, great, I studied for that in school, so, yeah. But this job in particular that my sister applied me for, I guess I should say. Oh, there you are. I'm like, where are you? I didn't see you sleeping behind it. So this job was more of a consultant, like a surgical consultant, which is way out of line for what I studied, way out of my league. I didn't study, you know. Yes, I studied diseases, but, you know, that doesn't make me qualified for a consultant. Like, I study what the diseases are on the rough... Oh, great. Am I gonna grab those? Yes, I will. On the rough surface, what those diseases are and how to identify them, but, you know, I didn't study to be a doctor. I didn't study to treat those. And I sure as hell did not study the diseases enough to be able to be a consultant. I can maybe on the surface level identify what it is. Granted, I've probably forgotten everything I studied already. We know how school is. The moment the exams are over, the tests are over, you forget everything. Well, that was a waste of my weapon. Oh well, I'm basically just trying to get a higher ground so I can get a better point to start climbing. Obviously, I'm going to use a Revali's Gale to give myself a little more height. So yeah, this job that she applied me for, even she didn't know, because she just blindly applied me for any and all jobs that could. And yes, that was a voice crack. That could somewhat relate to what I'm doing. And I'm pretty sure even during the interview, they were even questioning why I even applied. Because, like, this isn't what you studied for, right? And I couldn't say, oh, I didn't apply, my sister applied for me. I couldn't say that. What am I doing? Otherwise, maybe I should have saved. Because, yeah, that's pretty high up. Oh, I should have started even higher. But whatever, we'll see. Yeah, that's freaking high up. Oh yeah, put on your climbing gear. How about that? Yeah, even during the interview, they were wondering why'd you even apply. Like, I was getting vibes off of that. And obviously I couldn't say, well, my sister applied for me. I didn't even know I was applied to this, right? I couldn't say that. I just had to pretend, yeah, I knew what I was doing, totally. I knew I was applying for a job that I did not study for. I'm not qualified for. This isn't at all what I studied for, but, figured I'd give it a shot, right? So, the interview was at 11:30 in the morning, so I did have to wake up extra early. Well, not really extra early. I woke up an hour earlier than normal to prepare. Wow, even... I do not have enough stamina. Do I have any stamina food? I have yellow stamina, but that gives me just a little bit. Oh, it recovers my stamina. Even better. Okay, I'll use that when I'm about to run out. So I woke up an hour earlier than I usually do. Got prepared. I even ate breakfast before going out, and I rarely do that. I normally eat breakfast at work. And so I drove there, and I actually made a stop to use the bathroom just in case, because just to pee. I made a stop at work to use the bathroom because the place that my family works at is right in between home and this place, the place I had the interview. So I decided, you know what? I don't desperately need to go, but I do feel the, I do feel the build-up. So let me just make a quick stop at work, use the bathroom, and then head back out. In a way, that may have been a bad call, because when I got to the place, I was seated at the waiting area for an interview. I was just, I didn't want to be on my phone while I sat there to wait. Made it look like I had no patience or attention span. So I sat there, I looked around the area, and then I looked down. Oh, my fly was down. So I quickly zipped up my zipper, hoping nobody would see. Nope, one of the staff members definitely saw. At first I couldn't tell if this guy was a worker there or not, but the fact that he just didn't leave, kept on standing there. I mean, it was still early in the morning, so there was nothing yet. So the fact that he just stood there and didn't leave like a customer would tells me that, yeah, that guy was working there. So yeah, hoping that nobody saw that I zipped up my zipper right before an interview. Nope, someone did. Great. Oh, that's right, this shrine. I was kind of thinking of a different shrine where we need a shadow to access. The one with the snowball. Alright, so by the time it was for time for my interview, I was told, let's head upstairs, because upstairs is the conference area. To my surprise, basically damn near the entire building, the entire, like, second floor was this place's, like, work area. Because downstairs they do the sales, they do the sign-ins, they do the exams, and then upstairs is where they do the freaking surgery. And we all know a surgery needs a big workspace, so to my surprise, it was actually a bigger place than I expected. So, I was escorted upstairs. I sat down in a freaking conference room. Like a conference room where they would have a big staff meeting. And also, finally, the entire map is complete at long last. I forget exactly what time I needed to be. I probably should have talked to Cass again while I was over there. I don't think it's morning. Actually, it might be. Oh no, there's 3 options. You know what? I don't want to risk it. I'm gonna talk to Cass again just to make sure. I didn't pay attention to what Cass said the first time. I was too busy rambling. So I sat down in this conference room, this meeting room, and 3 people interviewed me. Or at least one lady in particular interviewed me. The other guy sat there and I think he was taking notes. It was the guy who called me on the phone for that phone interview that morning. The one I didn't expect. Alright, let me see what Cass said. Yep, northwest skies from the tower up. An arrow flies. Right, so I need to stand on that as the tower's shadow hits it, and then shoot towards the sun, I think. You know, it's not like getting the fire arrows in Ocarina of Time. Yeah. Okay, that didn't really tell me anything. At least I'll be honest, I forgot I needed to fire an arrow, so had I waited for the shadow and forgot, I would have been like, what am I doing wrong? Where's my flint? There's my flint. Yeah, I forget which time, so we're just gonna have to experiment. I forget if I need to sit until morning or sit until noon. Because, oh, the tower's shadow is over there. No, I think it's noon, never mind. Anyway, so yeah, 3 people were there to interview me. The lady who mostly spoke, the guy who gave me that phone interview that day, he was there taking notes, and then the girl who escorted me upstairs, she just sat there to be like someone to watch and observe, I guess. So 3 people were there in that echoey ass room. The lady who primarily did the interview with me, she gave me her business card. I didn't want to immediately take out my wallet and put it in. In hindsight, I probably should have. Okay, maybe it was morning, because now I don't see the shadow at all. Oh, never mind, there it is. It's certainly much closer than 6 a.m., so I guess I just gotta wait. So she handed me her business card, and instead of immediately taking out my wallet to put it in, I just held it in my hands, and then as I sat there, we did the interview, my hands were under the table. I was just fiddling with it under the table, just her business card in my hands, and then I dropped it. I didn't want to reach down and pick it up halfway into the interview. So once the interview was over, I bent down to pick it up, and she's just like, "Oh, you dropped my card." And then I said the line, "Oh, I didn't want to immediately pull out my wallet and put it in." In hindsight, that's exactly what I should have done. I should have immediately put it into my wallet. But whatever. Even before the interview, I didn't expect to get this job anyways. Because, on the phone, the guy asked me, do I speak Mandarin? And I said, no, I don't. And even I said, like, well, why would they hire me? Because I know the area. I know the area is like 90% Asian, so me not being able to speak Mandarin, that's like half of the clientele that I can't communicate with, so that's bad. Why would they hire me? And that's exactly what I was told, too. The lady interviewing me, she literally said almost word for word exactly what I said. How they're in a primarily Asian area where like 90% speak either Cantonese or Mandarin. So that's damn near exactly what I said. And well, at least it wasn't a dud immediately once that was brought up, because me not being able to speak Mandarin, at least there was still the possibility of Cantonese, right? Now, my Cantonese may be horrible, maybe abysmal, but I can still at least speak it and understand the surface level of it. And then, get this, they actually brought in another one of their staff members. They brought in another one of their staff members to freaking test my Cantonese skills. I gotta admit, that's a first for me. So they brought in this other girl who works there, who also is Chinese, I guess, like me. And the lady there, she was just like, yeah, can you have just a conversation? And then afterwards, you can let me know how he is, what his skill level is with Cantonese. Okay. I gotta admit, that's a first for me. I've never been tested on my other language for a job interview before. And certainly not like that, where they have someone else come in, and they say, just have a conversation, and then she'll let us know afterwards how skilled you are. And, during an interview, I gotta be honest, I can't lie, otherwise, if I am hired, and I can't live up to my promises, well, I'll be fired, right? God forbid I also get blacklisted. So I told them, like, my Cantonese definitely isn't as good as my English, but I can at least still speak it relatively decently, and I can understand the surface level. Sometimes a customer, they say a word to me, I don't completely understand what they just said. They say it to me in English, it's like, oh, now I understand. Now I know what you just said. Because I grew up here, right? So I primarily learned English at school. And I also watch English shows. I don't watch TVB, I don't watch any Chinese shows. Only reason I even would pay attention is because of how beautiful the ladies are who act in it. But it's not like I pay attention to the plot, I quote-unquote watch for the plot, the visual plot. But that's besides the point. Oh, jeez, what do I use? I guess I could use this. I can get this back later on with the more Lionels I fight. So yeah, this other girl came in. We just had a small, very awkward conversation in Cantonese. And I feel like she could probably hear me stutter a bit from times. Like, I kind of struggle here and there to be fluent with the way I speak. She asked me a question, and I'll be honest, I didn't know what she said. I only assume she asked me, what did you study? Like, where you went to school, what did you study? So I told her, whatever she asked me, I told her, oh, I went to this school and I studied this. There's a chance that she didn't even ask me that, and I completely answered the wrong thing. I don't know, the spear is nice, but the frost aspect of the sword. You know what, no, I think I'm gonna get more use out of a frost blade. instead of a spear. That spear is gonna break rather quickly. I'm gonna get more use out of a frost blade. So yes, I'm sure she was able to hear that I was struggling with my speech every now and then. So anyways, yeah, eventually the conversation grew to... so they asked me what I studied for in school, and then they basically were like, you realize this job is going to be completely different from what you studied, right? Because the job listing we had online that you applied for was for a consultant, a surgery consultant. Okay, I see that there's a shrine like over here, but I can't remember the altitude. I don't know if it's up, right up there, so let's go see. So I had to lie through my teeth, be like, yeah, I knew I was applying for something completely different from what I studied. Anyways, I half-assed the interview, because even I went in not knowing what I applied for, because my sister applied me for it. And, yeah, I highly doubt I'm gonna get this job. Because, one, I'm not qualified. Two, the interview was abysmal. Yeah, that's pretty much the main 2 points. Wasn't this one in a wall? No, there's a cave somewhere here. Ooh. God damn it! And you know what else? It was hot, too. It was really hot. So not only did I have to wear a dress shirt and, you know, dress up fancy, I was wearing long sleeves in, like, the dead of summer. It was hot. It was humid. I didn't want to, you know, sweat through my clothes before actually even getting to the interview, you know? Ah, what's this? Isn't this just putting a damn luminous stone on it? Wow, what a puzzle. Can you believe that's been there for 10,000 years and nobody solved it? Especially with a freaking plaque right in front of it that tells you what to do. Once again, sure, if the shrine showed up, no one could enter, but still, nobody solved this in 10,000 years? So, this interview was a bust. I humiliated myself greatly. But whatever, I highly doubt that I will go back to this place anytime soon. Maybe like 40 years from now when I need one of their surgical operations done on me for real. Well, I doubt they'll remember, hey, weren't you the kid who had an interview here like 40 years ago? I doubt they'll remember that, right? I doubt I will remember that. Then again, maybe, I don't know. Stay hydrated, folks. Interesting. I see red barrels in there, so I think maybe if I do this... Yeah. Don't gotta waste an arrow. It's not activated. So what do I do? Aha! I'm pretty sure I need to bomb whatever's up there. Yep. I feel like you probably could have just used an arrow, but whatever. Saves me an arrow, right? Ah, yes, this room. Ugh. If I recall, this is a little more complicated than it looks. I never understood how 2 bombs were supposed to work here, unless you get one of the bombs inside. Because, like, yeah, you can't stasis your own bombs. It's not like it's not like you can have one bomb flying. Oh, never mind. Ignore what I was saying. First, wait, is that all the chests in here? It is, good. Alright, completely ignore what I was about to say. I'm just an idiot. So I was then hit with the lines at the very end that basically said, yeah, get out. You're not getting the job. Basically just like, we have a lot of other applicants. We just started this opening for this position. We'll be in touch. If anything changes, we'll be in touch. Basically just saying, nah, you ain't getting this job, son. Get lost. And yeah, I went into this without even expecting to get the job anyways. I know that's a bad mentality to have, but like, can you blame me? The first thing I was asked on the phone interview was, do you speak Mandarin? That was instantly like, alright, I'm screwed. Unless the answer to that was yes, that greatly diminishes my chances. So there's a shrine here. There is a shrine around here. And then there is a shrine right about here. Let's get him. And if you remember what I said before about, well, potentially giving up on getting a job that is in my line of field, what I studied for in school, and possibly maybe just applying to like a bubble tea place so that I can get any kind of job regardless of, what the hell? Regardless of if I studied for it or not, well, I'll be honest, that was actually my sister's plan. Like I said, she was the one who was applying for me online for some jobs. Just because she's so desperate for me to get a job. She's just like, brother, I'm about to give up. You know, no place is hiring. No place seems like they're gonna hire you for what you studied. Maybe I should just apply you to some bubble tea places. You know, so it's something at least. You know, a couple months ago, when I mentioned this before, a friend of mine, he was leaving his job position for another one, and he recommended I apply because that place is literally like 2 minutes from my house. It would take me less than 5 minutes to leave the front door and arrive. So it's very close by. It may not be what I studied for, but it's still a job, you know. My sister was like, you should be applying for jobs that, you know, you should be applying for what you studied for. Well, how the tables have turned, right? She was saying, don't apply for jobs like that, apply for what you studied for. And now that that's come and gone, she's just like, brother, never mind, I'm about to give up. You can't find a job that you studied for in school. Let me apply you to some bubble tea places, right? Oh, you know, speaking of bubble tea, so every now and then, I thought about getting a drink. Just buying myself a beverage, because I'm bored. It gets boring throughout the day, so I figure, you know what, let me go buy something to drink. And then I tell myself, how about you save some money and lose some weight, fat ass? And so I don't. I could definitely, you know, save the money and lose some weight. Isn't it such a shame that the world we live in works like this, where sugar, sweets, and good tasting stuff equals fat? So every now and then I would like a drink, but you know, I need to tell myself, how about you save some money and lose some weight, tubby. Anyways, I see that star fragment back there. I can't even begin to guess where that is. Maybe if I come over here I would be able to see it? Yes, I'm gonna go for it. I don't know how well you can hear that. I have a big jug of water here. Let's see. There it is. Perfect. This is the exact same, the exact perfect spot I wanted to get to. I see a lot of stuff down there I could do, like all of that. But let's not. As much as it pains me not to, let's not. So after the job interview, which did not go well whatsoever, I had to go to work. And my sister, well, she did not go to work. I've mentioned this in the past. My sister takes days off in the week randomly because her husband's schedule is quite random. So my sister's husband's work schedule is quite not set in stone, let's say that. It's not, he doesn't take the same day off every single week. So this week he could take Monday and Tuesday off. Next week he could take Wednesday and Friday off. And then the week after that could be Tuesday and Wednesday. So he gets different days off every single week. What the hell kind of work schedule is that? I don't know. But I'm not the one working there. They have their own schedules. If it works, then hey, if it ain't broke, right? So he has random days off in the week. I think he might have like 2 days off a week. So whatever day he has off, my sister also takes that day off to be with her husband. I don't know, I find it kind of unfair that she can randomly just be like, oh, I'm not going to come in tomorrow because my husband isn't going to work tomorrow. I'm going to spend the day with him tomorrow. Like, I find it kind of unfair that she can randomly just say I'm not going to come into work tomorrow. While me, on the other hand, it's kind of a coin flip if I get my day off of the day off in the week. You know, week by week, if I even get one day off, my scheduled day off. But her, she can just randomly say, and yeah, she doesn't have to come in. So anyways, yeah, after the job interview, I had to go to work, and my sister didn't come into work because of the reason I just told you. So, I woke up early, so I was sleep deprived. I had a pretty... What the hell? I had a pretty bad job interview where I humiliated myself. And then, my sister wasn't coming in, so I had to do all the work. So, I was a bit cranky, and everything was irritating. Which I have a story for, but, you know, I'll save that for its own part, because it's its entire topic. So if you want to hear a story of what happened, tune in next time. So that wasn't the greatest day for me. Bad job interview. Sister didn't come into work. I had to do everything, and everything was irritating. I was cranky. We is not taking on a Talus right now. I don't even know. Do I have Unfreezable? No, I don't. Ideally, I would have my upgrades, my upgrades armored first before I take these guys on. But don't worry, we will. That's still something we're gonna do, is take on all the mini bosses in this game. All, I think, like 84 of them? 85 with the DLC, with the King Molduga. I don't want to be in this arena, but I want to pick the stuff up. Great, now leave me alone. I don't want to fight you. Not now, at least. I want shrines done. I don't want mini bosses done. Man, it's hard to find a job, you know? And you might think, well, if you can't find jobs that you're qualified for, why not apply for something simpler, something easier, like McDonald's? Well, if I have that mindset, if you have that mindset, everyone has that mindset. So everyone's applying to them. And once they've completely hired enough people, well, they're not going to be hiring. More than likely, those roles are already filled, and a place like McDonald's isn't hiring at the moment. Ooh, a diamond, nice. I don't entirely remember where the shrine is. I see a big block of ice over there. Maybe that's an indication of what I need to do. I hear Lizalfos. It is that. I'm pretty sure the shrine's directly under that block of ice. Oh look, a gold Lizalfos. Pick up, pick up, pick up, pick up, pick up, pick up. I just wanted to pick up some wood. Man, I'm just a guy trying to grab some wood. Is that so hard to do? Oh look, a chest. Oh my god, did you see that arrow fly across the screen? Okay, so yeah, the shrine is directly... Oh, we may as well use up the rest of that yellow stamina. It's gonna piss me off that's there. So yeah, the shrine, I believe, is directly under this ice. Will you shut up? This is gonna take a while. Well, thankfully they don't notice me, so I did just waste a fire arrow. And more importantly, my bow's usage. I suppose Hyrule, knowing that they can't enter these shrines, they just didn't bother to melt the ice covering the shrine. They're just like, oh, who cares? We can't access it anyways. Hilariously, they don't notice me. I don't aggro them, despite being directly below them. Oh, does it not count? Maybe it's a placebo thing, but I think it's melting much faster now. It's kind of ridiculous. One small flame on the tip of an arrowhead is able to melt the whole thing at once instead of the one side. I think I melted this from the back. It's kind of like losing body fat. You don't burn it from one spot at a time, you burn it all at once. I'm really amazed they don't... They're not aggravated. Because they surely hear my footsteps. I definitely started that fire at the wrong spot. Because I think that flame is now too far to melt the ice on this side. Never mind. Obviously, after this, I'm going to try to fight those enemies over there. You know, there was a gold Lizalfos there, waiting to get its ass kicked. Ooh, it just looks hot in here. Alright, so yeah. We need to bring this block of ice to the very end. I think it doesn't matter how small it is. Actually, maybe don't have something hot on you that'll melt it, please. Alright, so starting point is, you know, where the stairs are at. So yeah, I don't think how small the ice is matters. As long as you have an ice block, or even just an ice cube to offer. You know, it could be as small as an ice cube to put into your glass of water. Oh, come on! Look how much progress I lost because of that. You would think this block would be red hot because it was bathing in lava. Aha. It's not exactly what I planned to do, but I guess it works. If I could just squeeze right in. There we go. Ah! And I just screwed myself over. Now I gotta walk back up there to get the chest. Ooh, can I make it? Can I make it? Yes! It cost me my stamina, though. Did my voice just crack again? Yes, it did. Oh, man! Can I jump it? No. No, I cannot. This isn't Tears of the Kingdom where I could just make some use some water. Use some water to make some platforms. Can I possibly? Yes, I can. I think I even remembered to do that in the past. Well, speaking of frost blades, I don't know, I kind of don't want to get rid of it until I use it, because of the enemies outside. I feel like I should fight the enemies and then come back in to pick it up. That might be a first for me, but I think I might do that. Alright, so what do I do here? I can't remember, like, if I just need to brute force it. Because I think for that one, you need at least enough ice in order to offer. So if your ice has already melted a significant point there, then you can't make it past there. Here's your goddamn ice. I'm gonna need to change into cold armor for outside. You know what? 2 layers of cold is good enough. Let's have some better defense on the legs. Gotta remember, I didn't get that chest, so I gotta come back in. "87 shrines." Was that the Shrine of 87? Why is it so long? That silence. Anyways, the enemies were this way. I almost couldn't see them. Oh yeah, that gold one. How did I get a sneak strike? Yes, burn! Damn it! You didn't burn. Oh, you took the last swing! back here. This ice is for you. Look how quickly the gold one, you know, gets back from being frozen. And then shocked. Yeah, that gold one does not waste any time. Alright, down goes the most important one. Ah, this is why I don't do it this way. Oh look, that guy's frozen over there. My God! I'm gonna take you out first, you annoying bitch. Really? That didn't shock you? Well, sooner or later this weapon was gonna be done with and break. What the hell? Oh, this one's dead. Alright, slide on your frozen tail. I don't want a damn torch. Unless... Oh, the fire's out. I was about to light a fire and then just hold it close to you. Oh, never mind. Hold it close to you so that you can burn. Burn, burn, burn. Burn, burn, burn. Come here! Don't try to put out my fire. I wonder if I can... No, but then my torch gets put out. Because I put it away. Can you come over here, please? Hold on, let me go over and light this campfire back. Yes, yes, stand in the fire, stand in the fire. Yes! Yes, stay in the fire. Yes, yes, stay in the fire. I can't see if your health bar is going down or not. Yes, yes, stay in the fire. Okay, okay, enough playing around. Ooh, maybe I should use this first. I should probably heal up. I don't know if I want to use some fairies for this. Whoa! Did you just do a front flip there? And what was the purpose of this? Not a whole lot. Alright, let's head back in there and grab that weapon. Oh, right, I don't have to open it anymore. You just walk right in. Over here standing there pressing A, like, why isn't it working? Your flames don't affect me. In fact, let me jump up so that I can actually be hit by a flame. Or at least it grazes the tip of my head. And voila! All the shrines done in here. All the shrines done in here. All the chests done in here. Well, you know, we never really see the animation to leave a shrine like this. And there you go. Alright, so we have those over there to do, and those are quite a distance away. Having the snow boots would be really helpful right now. But we haven't gotten to that point in the game yet. I could technically do it, and then come back here with the snow boots, but, nah, we're already here. I remember what one of these two shrines are, but not the other. I know one of them is the Snowball Shadow. I don't remember what the other one was. Because based on the position, it makes me think it's at the statue of the 8th heroine, but isn't that like... Where is that actually? No, that's over here. Yeah, statue of the 8th heroine, so I don't remember what this shrine is. Unless it's just sitting out there, which could be the case also. Ooh, look what we have here. I don't have a lot of weapons. I don't know. I have full hearts. I have determination. Let's do it. Is that a chest sitting there? It is. I may have to... Nope, never mind. I'm just gonna try to... I am not losing that many hearts, especially yellow hearts for something so stupid. Maybe I should have opened the chest first. There's a chance that chest will despawn. I should have opened it just to see what it was first. Is that chest still there? It is. Okay, I'll get the chest after. That thing's got a crusher, too. Get back, get back, get back. I'm not gonna risk it. I'm gonna get back just in case you do the spin. Yes, you did do the spin. I also don't have a lot of arrows left, too. Oh, by the way, wait till we get to a gold Lynel. Before this weapon breaks. Get back, get back, get back, get back! Too late. Look how much damage that did, too. I think I'm gonna start saving some of my arrows. Get back! I knew it. I knew you were gonna do the spin. Oh boy, I'm gonna get back for this one. Ah! Notice how I was right at the edge of that too? Yep, heal up. Did one of my hits miss? Get back, get back, get back. Okay, what do I use now? I suppose I could use this, because it's not like one of these, or even a spear. So I guess I'll use this for now. Obviously, the ice effect doesn't affect... I couldn't decide whether to say them or him. Them as in Lynel's as a whole, they don't affect them. I thought you were gonna do the spin. Nope, get back, get back, get back, get back. I could also stasis you to give me a couple more seconds to run away. Like so. Oh, come on, that wasn't a face shot? Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Run, 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 run. There we go. Ha ha ha! I don't have stasis! Ooh, just in time. Go, 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 go. I don't know how many more hits my Frostblade has, so I'm gonna mount. Almost, almost. There we go.
Rivali's Gale is now ready.
I got a crusher for that too. And I definitely want to pick up that bow. I'm surprised this one's not done yet. Oh right, it's a durability up.